Ever wondered if aliens also crack jokes and laugh like us humans? It's an intriguing question, isn't it? Humor, as we know it, is often considered a universal language, a shared experience that transcends boundaries and cultures. Yet, interestingly, the ways we express and perceive humor can differ vastly from one culture to another here on our own planet. Some of us might laugh at a clever pun, while others prefer slapstick comedy or dry wit. Now imagine how complex and fascinating the concept of humor could be when we extend the conversation beyond Earth. This brings us to the main course of our discussion today, the hypothetical concept of alien humor. Imagine an extraterrestrial creature cracking a joke. What would that sound like? Would we even understand it? Or better yet, would we find it funny? The answer to these questions might not be as straightforward as you'd think. Stay tuned as we dive into the realm of extraterrestrial comedy. Humor, as we know it, is a complex cognitive function. It's like a mental gymnastics routine, an intricate dance of the brain where understanding, context, and timing pirouette together to create that satisfying aha moment of laughter. Let's take a moment to understand the essence of human humor. You see, it's a potent social glue that binds us together. It's believed to have evolved as a mechanism for social bonding and communication. A hearty laugh shared among friends, a chuckle at a family dinner, or even a smirk at an inside joke, they all serve to strengthen our social ties and foster a sense of belonging. But humor is not a one-size-fits-all affair. It's deeply personal and influenced by a myriad of psychological and cultural factors. What makes one person double over in laughter might leave another scratching their head in confusion. And that's the beauty of it. Our sense of humor is as unique as our fingerprints, shaped by our experiences, upbringing, and environment. The cultural roots of our humor run deep. Every society has its unique brand of comedy, shaped by its history, values, and collective experiences. From the self-deprecating humor of the British, the slapstick comedy of the Americans, to the situational humor of the French, humor is as diverse as the human race itself. Psychologically, humor is a way for us to navigate the complexities of life. It's a safety valve that allows us to express thoughts and feelings that might otherwise be inappropriate or unsettling. It's our brain's ingenious way of coping with life's absurdities, contradictions, and uncertainties. So we've established that our humor is a multi-layered, multifaceted phenomenon, deeply ingrained in our psyche, shaped by our culture, and honed by our experiences. But here's a thought to tickle your funny bone. If humor is so intricately tied to our human experience, what happens when we step outside our earthly confines? Our humor is a product of our experiences, culture, and cognitive abilities. Now imagine, how would humor look like in alien civilizations? Let's imagine an alien civilization with a sense of humor. Now that's a thought that could really tickle your funny bone, or whatever equivalent our alien friends might have. Consider this. Humor as we know it is deeply rooted in our human experiences. It's influenced by our environment, our cognitive abilities, and our social structures. Now apply this same principle to an extraterrestrial civilization. Their humor, if it exists, would be shaped by factors that are completely alien to us. Imagine a civilization living in a world where the concept of night and day doesn't exist. Would the phrase, "working around the clock," make them chuckle? Or how about a civilization with a hive mind where individual thought is as foreign as a chicken crossing the road in zero gravity? Would they find the idea of a stand-up comedian, just one entity trying to make a multitude laugh, hilarious? Then there's the matter of cognitive abilities. Intelligence, as we understand it, plays a significant role in our sense of humor. Sarcasm, irony, wit, they all require a certain level of cognitive sophistication. But what if an alien civilization's intelligence is fundamentally different from ours? What if they perceive and process information in ways we can't even begin to comprehend? Their humor might be so advanced or so basic that our funniest jokes would leave them staring blankly, or whatever the alien equivalent of a blank stare is. And let's not forget about social structures. Our humor often reflects the quirks and idiosyncrasies of our societies. But alien societies could be built on principles that we haven't even conceived of. They might have social norms that would make a whoopee cushion seem like the height of sophistication. In other words, if aliens do laugh, What makes them chuckle might be as foreign to us as we are to them. We might never understand their punchlines, just as they might never understand ours. But isn't that the beauty of the universe? Its vastness and diversity extend far beyond stars and galaxies. It permeates every possible aspect of life, even humor. Alien humor could be as diverse and complex as the universe itself. So what happens when human humor meets alien humor? Fascinating question, isn't it? Imagine a cosmic comedy club where humans and aliens are sharing a laugh. The punchlines might get lost in translation, but the essence of humor, that's universal, isn't it? It's a curious cocktail of the familiar and the bizarre, the mundane and the extraordinary. Now, let's think about it. Our humor, human humor, is rooted in our experiences, our cultures, our languages. It's an intricate tapestry woven with threads of absurdity, sarcasm, wit, and irony. It's a reflection of our world, our lives, our joys, and our sorrows. But what about alien humor? We can only speculate, but it's plausible that their humor, too, would be a reflection of their world, their experiences. It might be completely different from ours, yet strikingly similar in its essence. It might be based on concepts and ideas that we can't even fathom, yet resonate with the fundamental human experience of finding amusement in the unexpected, the incongruous, the absurd. So when these two types of humor collide, it's bound to be a clash, a cacophony of comedic elements that might seem discordant at first. But amidst this clash, there's also potential for harmony, for finding common ground. Just like how humor bridges gaps between different human cultures, it could potentially bridge the gap between species too. Humor is a powerful tool. It has the power to transcend boundaries, to connect beings who might otherwise have nothing in common. It's a language that doesn't need words, a communication that doesn't need understanding. It's the shared laughter, the shared joy, the shared sense of amusement that brings us closer, that makes us feel like we're not so different after all. So, even if we don't get the joke, even if we don't understand the punchline, we can still share in the laughter, the joy, the amusement. Because at the end of the day, humor is about shared experiences, shared emotions, shared humanity, or should I say, shared sentience. Humor could be a universal language, a bridge between worlds. So, where does this leave us in our quest to understand alien humor? In our exploration, we've traversed the broad spectrum of human comedy, from the slapstick to the satirical, and then ventured into the abstract realm of what might tickle an extraterrestrial funny bone. It's been a journey, to say the least, one that has brought us face to face with the complexity and diversity of humor. Let's take a step back and consider what we've learned. We began by examining the intricacies of our own humor. We've seen how it is deeply rooted in our culture, our experiences, and our cognition. It's a social glue, a survival tool, and a cognitive workout all rolled into one. It's as diverse as we are, with different strokes for different folks, varying across cultures, individuals, and situations. Then we took a leap of faith, or rather a leap of imagination, into the realm of extraterrestrial humor. We pondered on what might make an alien chuckle, a task that's akin to shooting a dart in the dark. We speculated on the potential forms of alien humor, understanding that it would likely be as diverse and complex as our own, shaped by their unique experiences, cultures, and cognitive abilities. The Clash of Comedies was an exciting thought experiment. We considered how human and alien humor might intersect, and more intriguingly, where they might diverge. Would an alien find our pratfalls funny? Would we laugh at their equivalent of a knock-knock joke? These questions, while entertaining, also highlight the potential of humor as a universal language. Humor, in its essence, is about finding joy in the unexpected, in the absurd, in the connection between disparate ideas. It's about sharing a laugh, a moment of joy, a spark of understanding, and if there's one thing we can hope for, it's that this shared joy transcends our earthly boundaries. Whether or not aliens laugh at our jokes, it's fascinating to ponder about the universality of humor. In the end, it's all about sharing joy, whether we're from Earth or from a galaxy far, far away.